The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Wednesday podcast.
Luttsy, I didn't even read any of this stuff to do with the Olympics in the paper.
Neither
today.
did I.
Oh, well, I was going to say, can you bring me up to date, brah?
Oh, I can't.
Bring a bra up to
What are they
date.
saying? 'Cause my bloody Courier Mail Online, Chris Jones, isn't working.
What is happening with you?
Pissing me off.
What's this $3.5 billion black hole?
What they're suggesting is that the former government didn't budget for it. So we've got to find another $3.5 billion to build the Olympic and Paralympic villages.
Because nobody paid their hotel quarantine fine, so that was probably the.
Oh, I did stupidly because I just found out then you didn't have to afterwards.
I didn't pay. I was one of those. I gave them a serve when they called me. I said,
You had 2
legally,
rooms.
you will lose.
So he did?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have a
how
leg
much
stand.
was it?
I stupidly
No.
paid mine. I'm an idiot.
What was your fine for?
No,
$3,700
not fine. Just
per
your room. You had
room.
you had to pay for your hotel room.
So it's
Yeah.
$3,700 per room. So ours was
$7,400.
$7,400.
And you didn't pay it?
No.
And you don't have to pay it?
I told them to get stuffed.
And the government picks up the tab?
Well, they're making you stay there. How can they actually legally do that?
It's
right?
not legal.
Yeah,
and I knew
know
it
why
at the
paid
time, so I just kind of stood my ground the whole time. That was when the stalker turned up to try and shoot me. So if they ever
Exactly.
want to come at me, I'll be like, well,
Blow it out your ass, tell them.
I was a sitting duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have paid mine. I was an idiot. I knew what I was doing. I was like, there's no way they can make you pay this. But I did it. Idiot.
I was one of those rebels, COVID rebels.
Yeah. I never had to do a quarantine, which is good.
Like a quarantine or a...
Like a self-quarantine or whatever. I never
Yeah,
got
right.
COVID. I still have never had COVID. Well, not
Oh, really?
Not that I know of.
Oh, yeah.
Like Levi did a test the other day. Levi came home from work and he goes, can I do a COVID test? And he was doing it and he doesn't have it. But I was like, well, even if it turns up positive, who gives a shit? Like,
I know, what's the difference?
what difference does it make?
I think now it's like if
seriously.
you're symptomatic, I'm like, so if you're feeling crook, that's just back to where it was.
Yeah.
If you're feeling sick, don't go to work.
Like,
So
okay.
That's always the motto.
Yeah.
If you're crook, just stay away.
do everyone else a favour.
So the $3.5 billion black hole, like what? What are they talking about? So we
Well,
don't have an athletes' village. What have they got for
Well,
the
they're
Olympics?
saying that they hadn't, but the previous government hadn't budgeted for it.
Doesn't
Is
sound
that just
right.
someone on the way out opening up the Excel spreadsheet and just hitting delete on one cell and it just like threw
Potentially.
it off?
Yeah,
They
the
never-
new
they
treasurer
never
is
had
going,
it.
hang on a sec, they didn't allocate those funds.
So we're still in the phase of.
Oh, I don't know, mate. If you're asking, what are you asking me? What the
I'm
latest,
asking-
what the, latest,
I'm-
what
I
the
just-
most likely outcome is at the moment? Stadiums.
When,
suggesting
when
at the
are we
moment-
going to find out for sure what
In-
is
in a-
going on?
well, in
what
about-
happened to this 100-day?
In about 40, 50 days when that's over.
So he hasn't been in. He hasn't been in for 100 days yet.
No, because it only started mid-December. That's when they announced that 7-person thing. I think at the moment they're going to lean towards, which you'll like, not the Gabba, but the Brisbane Arena, which was going to be at Roma Street Parklands, the Madison Square Garden style thing, is going to be next to the Gabba on the old GoPrint site. There's a big block there above where that inner city rail finishes. So that'll make sense because they spent billions of dollars getting tunnels to there.
It's like $7 billion.
Yeah. So that the arena will be there, but the stadium will still be at Vic Park.
Right. Right. I see what you're saying. So they're doing a bit of a switch.
Yeah,
the arena will be
yeah.
sort of in that
I
Gabba
think
precinct,
they're
but
angling
the actual
towards that.
stadium will be at Victoria Park.
And the Gabba will just sit there as it is, so we'll still play cricket and AFL
oh, the
there.
Gabba will still stay.
Yeah, so
Oh.
across the street is where the other thing will be.
Okay.
And
What
then-
is currently across the street?
It used to be GoPrint, which was the state government printing offices.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, at the moment, it just looks like a whole bunch of construction above what this Cross River Rail is.
Cross River Rail, which is a $7 billion bit of infrastructure.
Yeah.
But there is a big empty sort of block.
Allotment.
Yeah, there.
Perfect.
Right there. So I don't know. But it's just changing all the time. But hopefully by
They're going to have to make a decision.
mid next month, that 100-day thing will finish, and they'll make all their recommendations.
They should do like a Dubai thing and just build a big island in like the fat bit of the river and put it there. How cool would that be?
Absolutely,
They can
I'd be
do it.
against that.
Why can't we do it?
I don't think they can do it.
It's just bloody money.
Did you see the artwork where they said they're going to build a like the swimming complex on Mount Cootha?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I'll try and
Really?
look it up. It was just like an artist rendition, and it was like someone
Wasn't
must
that Grant Hackett's idea?
I don't know. I don't
Somebody
know.
came up with the idea
On
of
Mount Cootha.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
so that
basically
overlooks the city.
where the Outlook is at the moment, that restaurant and stuff, and it's like this on like platforms, this giant like swimming aquatic center, and it would overlook. Yeah, in a drawing, it looked incredible, but I don't know how.
Getting one lane, getting in and out.
Yeah, oh yeah, it'd be an absolute nightmare.
Imagine getting out of there.
I'm trying to think the last
nightmare.
time I drove
And
to
the cops
Mount
would be down the
Cootha
bottom
was.
of the mountain too, getting you for
Yeah,
the
the cops
speed
would
gap.
get you. Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
want a
why
gold
would
medal.
you? Like, unless you were going up there for a TV thing.
And that's the only thing I've done up there.
Well, that's anything up there. There's
Yeah,
like
right.
four TVs.
That'd be great if you could put a pool up there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, again, there's only one lane to get in and out.
Put one of those inclinators,
What's that? I like it.
like
I like
the
the sound of
trains
it.
that go up the hill.
That'd
There you go.
That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good actually.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Shit, it does look good.
Yeah, it would look incredible. You imagine what that would look
Show me.
like on TV.
Yeah. That would,
Oh, that's.
Almost like an open air, like parts of it, swimming complex.
It looks
and-
like an Avengers pad.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
you
it
just have to build small lanes.
looks like what. Yeah, Tony Stark
Or a
could have his
train.
mansion on top, overlooking.
Yeah.
the
Or
city.
an inclinator.
Luttsy, what's LA?
By the way,
did
for
LA
the-
lose stadiums
lose stadiums. What do you mean?
in the fires?
and
And then all of a sudden, because they've only got 4 years to go.
no, that didn't hit any of that area.
was
No,
I
the
talking-
Palisades will be the big new stadium,
The
according
smart
to
city.
everyone online.
Isn't that part of the
yeah,
conspiracy?
The smart city,
Mm.
because that's where
Right, yeah,
that's where they're playing the train. They're playing the train there.
Okay,
and they
yeah.
plan to kind of build it there. The
Yeah,
governor's a bit excited.
There you go.
Yeah.
LA
So
2.0.
SoFi Stadium must have survived because I was speaking
No, there's
to
nothing out
someone
there.
yesterday.
Inglewood.
So hang on, do we have to prepare for fires like 3 years out?
Well,
Yeah.
All of a
there's the
sudden,
question: could that happen in Brisbane? I don't think
Gap?
it could. No, but the areas like the Gap's probably the closest to LA, right? Because of all the
yeah,
hills and
all
stuff.
the hills and the
I
trees.
guess, like, in theory,
and
it could
the-
happen there.
If Mount
Yeah.
Cootha and Mount Nebo, if they caught on fire and you had that, would that be a big westerly breeze that would blow it all down to the Gap and then bring
Yeah.
it
Yeah, I guess it could happen in
They've
theory.
had a big fire in the Gap before, haven't they?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
I think they have. I'm going to have to Google that. I'm just
You won't.
making
You won't.
very big statements. But no, I'm Googling it right now. I didn't
you
even
go,
know
yeah.
we were doing a podcast before. I
Gap
didn't
fire.
have my headset on, and you guys are yabbering away.
What
And
do you
then
think
I
when you,
saw
do you
the
think when
on
you sit here
button.
and chat to each other after the show? Like
I thought you were just
if we're
chewing
sitting
fat.
here, there's something going on.
Don't you reckon that that there's a chance though that by at least by halfway through this year they have to come out and go, hey, this is what we're going to do because they still have to build it. They've still got to build it.
I know. Absolutely, I know that.
Well, there's plenty of tradies around. I know I have to weave and dodge them on the freeway coming in
no,
every
but there's
morning.
not-
They're all
many. That's the
working.
problem.
Nick.
They're all working.
Yeah, you'll see that they're all working. Like they're
Well,
gonna-
that's good.
It's good, but I don't think there's anyone left to build friggin' stadiums.
and tell me, like this, if you're a tradie or you win the contract to do it, and then all of a sudden there's a few problems, and you're like, yeah, well,
Yep.
we need to get it finished by 2032.
Yeah, well, we're
You go,
striking.
Well, yeah, we're just going to have to, up the insurance rates there. We're going to have to up our penalty rates and
Yep.
pay these people.
If there's ever an opportunity
What
to
are the
do that-
chances this is ever going to come in on budget? That's what I'm saying.
No, never.
Like if you were building,
No way.
if you were building it for them, wouldn't you find a little bit of wiggle room?
Yeah.
So
And
we
you're
get-
stretching that out until what, June 2032?
Yeah.
Like just before delivery date? Yeah.
Yeah, because you're stopping the biggest show on earth.
You got a little balloon payment
Yeah.
at the end just to get it done.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going to blow out.
that'll be incentivised through the yin yang.
By the way, toward the games, Brisbane 2032. It's my podcast. I got a podcast about all this.
Oh, do you?
I do. So there you go. So because the last episode was pretty good around this sort of.
I'm
business.
so excited about the Olympics, though. It's so
Good.
exciting
Actually,
that it's coming.
that makes me very happy that you are because I'm pumped.
Yeah, no, that sport I understand.
Well, it's more than sport, isn't it?
It's a whole world
Lutsy's
event.
going to use
That's
the
cool.
word transcend.
I'm going to it transcends sport. That's
It
my
does
big word.
transcend.
I mean,
I couldn't be happier that you feel that way, though. That's great.
I should do a podcast, just me and Luttsy, where I play both.
What do you mean? You play me and you.
Yeah, you could do likewise for me. You do the same thing.
You could gaslight yourself, Ash.
Luttsy, why don't you jump into the kickback cave there and? Oh yeah. Shove a broom up my ass and I'll sweep the floor as well.
One trick pony is what he's saying. We missed something in the paper today, which we could do tomorrow if we want to. Jack Black in Bizarre Outburst.
On the beach.
Yeah, and he does karate chops. You know,
In service.
the photographer is our mate, our paparazzi at the guy.
His
Oh,
name
Nathan.
starts with
Nathan.
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 I'm
yes.
glad one of us has their head
Nathan.
on.
Yeah, but look at the head. Look how big it is.
There's got to be
Have you
something
noticed-
in
Have
there.
you noticed
There's
that's a big
something.
head? It's
Yes.
a big head, isn't it?
Because you said you've got a big head, right?
I've got a big head, but more front to back, whereas
Right.
yours is side to
It's
side.
just, it's entire circumference.
I catch people with my big head by surprise. It's
What
only
do you-
when I turn profile. They're like, "Ooh,
Do
that's
you think
big."
yours is big
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
long
front
ways?
to back. Like
right.
yeah.
Like a cruise ship. Like a sort of...
Yeah,
It's like she's got
just like a cruise
She's got a
ship.
head like a cruise ship.
Put that on your Hallmark card as well, hey Ash.
What was the other bit?
Giving face.
She had a giving face and a head like a cruise ship.
The Ash, Luttsy, and Nikki Osborne podcast.